Example 15 brings in two rates into the same problem, as well as an initial condition. So we have, at the start of the day, midnight, right, when t is equal to 0, time is equal to 0, I should say, there's 5,000 gallons of water in a water tank. Water is being pumped into the tank at a rate of 50 gallons per hour, so there's rate number 1. At the same time, water is leaving the tank at a rate of negative square root 5,760 minus x squared gallons per hour. So we have two rates, rate entering and the rate leaving. How much water has drained from the tank between midnight and noon? All right, so midnight, that's when x is equal to 0, and noon is when x is equal to 12. So this is another total problem. So we're looking at the integral from the low bound to the upper bound, 0 to 12, of just the water leaving the tank. So that's this rate right here. So we have the opposite of the square root of 5,760 minus x squared dx. All right, so if we go to the calculator, okay, we can see there's our negative square root 5,760 minus x squared, and we want to take the integral, so we have math 9, and we're going from 0 to 12 of our y1, so again alpha trace, enter on y1, and the variable was x, so we see negative 906.927. Alright, so that's what we have there. We have 906.927 gallons. Alright, that's the total number of gallons have drained from the tank between midnight and noon. I'm just going to abbreviate there. Okay. So now that's slightly different than how many gallons of water are in the tank. All right, because now we need the total rates, but we have both rates happening here. The rate of water leaving as well as the rate of water entering, and we have a third piece that was part of, and that's the 5,000 gallons of water at the start of the day. All right, so we want to know how much water is in the tank when t is equal to 15. So we are going to have our integral from 0 to 15, and it's going to be the rate going in, and that rate going in is 50. And then we're going to have the rate going out, so minus that square root 5760 minus x squared. All right, so that's, sorry, there we go, back on the screen. The rate going in minus the rate going out, and that gets a dx. And again, we're interested in the amount of water in the tank, so we have to take into account that there are 5,000 gallons of water initially in there. So we have our initial condition, and then we have our rate. The rate going in is positive, the rate going out is negative. So if we head back to our, let's clear that out, to our screen, we know that this value right here is located in y1. All right, there we go, get that on there, so if I can get everything on the page. There we go. Okay, so I'm actually going to just delete this negative sign. All right, and now we're in really good shape, because watch what we can do here. We have 5,000, which matches right here, plus, and then the integral, so math 9, starting at 0 and going to 15, and it's 50 minus that square root, which is in y1. So we can do 50 minus, and then hit alpha trace, y1, and there again, it's the rate going in minus the rate going out, dx. And we hit enter, we see that's how many gallons of water are in the tank at 3 p.m. All right, so it keeps falling, sorry about that. So that is equal to 4,619.036 gallons in the tank at 3 p.m.